Reece locked in with you on the #1 station on the net, Fleet DJs Radio. Man, I have a special friend of the show right now. When I say that, it's because this man been putting in work for over a decade in an industry that usually lasts about 37 seconds, man, and maybe less than a minute since the advent of Instagram. This guy right here, Emmanuel Hudson, is in the building. I like to do a thing called the biggest intro ever. We're gonna test that out right now. All right, you ready, bro?
All right, we gonna see.
He's great stages all over.
Putting my fans on the IG live. Is that cool?
That's absolutely perfect, bro. That's what it's all about. This is a safe space here, sir.
All right, cool.
So Emmanuel Hudson is right here. What we're gonna attempt to do right now is do the biggest intro ever. I'm 3 for 3 this year with Donnell Rawlins, Jadakiss, and who I had Tyson Fury, heavyweight champion of the world. So I'm 3 for 3. Tyson, yeah.
You gonna do the people like that?
Yeah. I mean, right now, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. So I gotta speak what's going on. Let's go. So we have our artist, especially after hearing this Chess Move song. He's not just making these parodies. This is an artist. He's an actor. His IMDb is very, very intricate. You know what I'm saying? He's worked with Kevin Hart, Ice Cube, and other people. We gonna just put that out there. Improv comedian, which is not easy to do, people. He's also a producer, because you got to put those credits on there. A designer, if you look at his clothing line and the clothing line that he's sporting and helping all these graduates and stuff like that, that's graduating under quarantine. Creator of Ratchet Girl Anthem, which a lot of people knew him from, you know what I mean? And also moving on to a musical parody extraordinaire, if you will.
Oh, man.
And I mean, it takes a certain type of talent to create these types of songs after other people have done them and not do what they do, but do it differently from a different angle. And now he's showing everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost missed something. The creator of the quarantine. Yes, that too. That's coming.
Okay,
that's coming. That's always never the most important, but we're gonna say that last right before we end it. You know what I'm saying? The creator of the quarantine comedy tour. What starts out in the kitchen and moves to the bathroom.
Oh
my God!
What? You
dig? Now he's showing everybody about these chess moves, and like he said himself, he is a child of God. Emmanuel Hudson in the building.
What's going on, man?
Am I 4 for 4 for 2020?
Hey, man, I was almost afraid. You saw what I did last weekend with Shorty in the room at 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. That's crazy.
That's another interview.
Oh, wow.
So we right here kicking it, man, of course, on Reece Radio, Fleet DJs Radio, and we got to talk because a friend of mine, Dax Taylor, he hit me up and was like, bruh, this song, I just want you to hear this song. When I listened to it, I'm like, bruh, he's really spitting. He trying to go for Kendrick's spot. What's going on, bro? What made you get into this zone with chess moves?
I mean, well, a lot of people don't know that I've been doing music for a while. You know what I'm saying? I actually have a very, very old mixtape called No Title Needed that I released in 2009, maybe 2010, back when I was in college or whatever. Things popped off. You know, fortunately, I hit a comedy, ship, and we just been selling ever since. So the music side got put on hold.
Right.
A little bit about the story behind everything. You know, me and I like to say him. You know, it is what it is.
I get it. Yeah. We then this is like I said, it's a safe space. We're not talking about that. I want to dwell on what you're doing now, and how you got here. Right. We ain't gonna talk about that crazy stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? But the song did what it needed to do for you and your movement. Right. Let's move on from there.
And I think people, you know, the whole idea of chess moves is I'm a player of chess. I love chess. As a matter of fact, I know it looked like earlier I wasn't paying attention. It's literally because I was playing chess. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the saying that comes with people that play chess is you got to be a very wise person to play chess. And I literally have a chessboard over my headboard because I'm in love with chess that much. Okay. So being that the whole thing is named Chess Move, it was strategic. You know what I'm saying? Like the planning, the way I did things. So I took whatever happened on Wild and Out and I decided to become vulnerable because I understand that, like, me personally, when it comes to making music, I never like opening up. Yeah. So half the songs I put out, it was from somebody else's point of view that they can relate to. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is what I was going through. And then, you know, fortunately enough, I've just been talented enough to be able to relate without even having to go through some things with people, because that's how I write, like relevancy. So anyway, Chess moves is really just like a vulnerable move and like a, you know, a setback. Like, how can I play this? Because music is my passion, my first love.
I can tell that, bro.
And I want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? So I sat there, looked over my headboard, and I was like, this is the first line I wanted to be, chessboard over my headboard. And because of all the negativity that was going around, the truth came out. I wasn't necessarily
circling that episode. If you're not familiar with what he's talking about, it was an episode on Wild 'N Out. You Got to Confront Buddy, and y'all had a spat per se, a bar for bar, and then the rest of your teammates kind of like made sure he was in it right there. It felt crazy right there. But for you to open up like that, and for, like you said, you don't really let people into your world because you don't know how they're gonna take it.
Right.
But to be vulnerable like that at that moment when it was all over on that episode, and then for you to come back with this song, like how did that make you feel?
It really made me feel pretty good because, again, that's the whole purpose of naming the track Chess Moves, because I wouldn't be surprised if I came out with an album and it was called Chess Moves, because chess is a game of life.
Yeah.
So, again, after that episode, it was like, to be honest with you, I never planned on releasing music. It was supposed to be done that episode.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever me and old boy had, everything was left on that stage. And then when the episode actually aired, I guess it spiked some new feelings towards me, and people started eating it up and this, that, and the third. So that's why it took so long for people are calling it a diss track to come out, because it was never planned.
Right.
Like I don't just sit there and be like, you know what?
It was just the timing of it.
Yeah, it was just the timing of it. And again, that plays into chess move. You think smart.
Yeah.
You know everybody's gonna take it as a diss track. You know everybody's gonna be negative around it. That's all the attention you need to get your foot in the door when it comes to music.
Right.
So Chess Move is really a bunch of free game that a lot of people can pick the quotables in the song and relate to. And yes, I was vulnerable a few times on the track. Like I said what I said, you know what I'm saying? But that's what comes with, you know, doing music.
Yeah.
You can't be holding back. Like you got to give it your all or, you know, go home.
I think this gives another angle to you, another layer, because people know you from certain things, and that's just what it is, and you're able to give them what you wanted them to have. Now that you added another layer, I think your fan base is going to like really appreciate it, and then the new fans, they got something. I also found out you like the 50 Cent of comedy. That's crazy.
Bruh, to be honest with you, again, like, and I keep reiterating that the fact that chess moves is a way of life, because like I really sat there and I put it together as far as like the beat. A lot of people don't know that the beat is 3 minutes and 7 seconds. I literally told the producer like I wanted 3 minutes and 7 seconds because that's 187 seconds, which is code for murder, because that's what I'm finna do on this track. And I dropped it. I dropped the release of the track at 3:07 p.m. It's like, it's, you know, meticulous things like that goes to show you like I'm a chess player. Like I really think 6 moves ahead.
This
and
wasn't just put together overnight. Yeah.
And just knowing like what it would do, I never expected the support. Like when that episode came out, I knew I always had fans, but I'm the type of person, I don't check for it. Like if there was a website that you can calculate, you know, specific to how many fans, I would be scared to go on there. But after all this stuff is happening, all this newfound, like these people really support me.
You didn't realize what kind of fan base you had. No, not for the show, not for skits, you. Like people that rock with Emmanuel Hudson.
It's the most overwhelming, beautiful, scariest thing in the world, because these people really support me. Like, and because growing up, I was never that type of person. Like if I see somebody that I was a fan of, it's cool, keep it moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Human.
But to see these people the way I literally seen a comment after I dropped the track, not the official video, which is out now on YouTube. You can go ahead and check it out. On all platforms. When I first dropped it, I seen the comment that says, "Hey, where can we find, when this is going on iTunes, I would love to put more money in your pocket." What?
You know it's real when people want to spend some bread on you.
And they actually say it. This is not a comment that says, "Yo, I purchased this," which I, you know, very appreciative of. But I see multiple comments like that.
Yeah.
But for someone to literally say, "Hey, bro, I want to put money in your pocket, bro. Where can I find this?" It blows my mind. And I literally, honestly, had to step away from like social media during, some time of all this going around. Because I had to really think about like, okay, bro, like, these people really, really, really support you.
Yeah.
And it's the craziest thing in the world because I'm speechless, bro. Like I can't see somebody taking the time out to be like, hey, we want to go to his show. Yeah. We want to do this. It's gonna always be like to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a mini beehive going, bro.
Bro, speaking of beehive, well, I'm actually, cause just seeing all this, I'm actually thinking of some names. And I'm a corny dude
you should,
as far as like jokes.
Right.
And I done got some corny stuff, and it's corny, but I laugh so much, but I'm like, I want to do it, but nah, like I done got Emmanuel's. Bro, it's the corniest stuff in the world. I got the Emancipators. One that's kind of have a nice ring to it is I just had it's the
we're gonna have to vote on this.
Yeah, it's something
that a live vote one day.
I'm leaning to a Hudson family.
Oh yeah,
I'm leaning to someone just said the Hudson family. Like I think that represents the music side of me well, or just the fan base. Yeah. You know, the way they be going in.
What I like with the music is just even from peeking in on this song right here, you're going to get to know who you are. And I think that's going to extremely expand your fan base and people that follow you, bro. Because you're a genuine person. Like, anytime I bumped into you, the first time we met, it was with Southern Bread. You was shooting videos and stuff.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Which you shout out to Southern Bread. Yeah, he's the one that shot the official video.
Right,
Southern
so
Bread,
that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. And to see just the growth of everybody out of that camp and just different people going different ways. But still, you know what I'm saying, rising still could rock with each other is dope, bro. Like, I just think that family aspect of that, it just goes all in line with who you are, what you bring to the game.
Man, that's actually crazy. And welcome to the family. If it is the Hudson family, welcome to the family, because the stuff you was just calling out, it's like, I did that? Like, I did do that. Like, you've really been doing your research, bro. So it makes me feel like you are genuinely interested in this interview or this conversation that we're having. And that makes me feel a lot more comfortable. And I don't have to, it's chess moves, man. It's chess moves.
Yeah, it's a night move. You think I'm going this way?
Yeah, man. That's what's up.
Right now, we rock with Emmanuel Hudson. We're talking about his new project, Chess Moves. I think that's going to be the name of the album. He hasn't said it, but we're just going to go ahead and throw it out there because that's the name of the single. The single is crazy. I need you guys to stream that. Check it out right now. Man, it's so much stuff that has gone on in your life that we have been able to see, whether it be Wildin' Out, whether it be these parodies, whether it be the crazy stuff you and your brother are doing that's so dope. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's just like, I feel like a kid in a candy store when you go onto your social media, because you kind of giving everybody a little bit of everything.
Right.
Is that like on purpose?
To be honest with you, it's not even a thought, because in the industry, I was told that you have to have a lot of things in place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really just be all over the place. And I'm slowly learning that to a certain extent, but I've never gave it a thought. What I like to do was whatever's on my mind, I'm gonna put it out. Yeah. And unfortunately, you have some people that get used to you being in this light, that they don't want to see you in another light. Right. So it's like, oh man, you get a bunch of comments that says like, oh, I can't take him serious. You know what I'm saying? Like we discussed earlier, bro. Like,
because I was doing comedy, you wasn't supposed to then.
And but even then, it wasn't like, I just don't think like that. I don't think like, oh, I'm so used to you being funny. I literally give people, not even say I'll give them a chance. If the material and the content is good, you got my support. This ain't no, oh, it's kind of hard for me to take you serious because I'm so used to you being funny. And like, the point. I have a quick little story to why I think like that, and I know what I'm talking about makes sense. I put out a song, I think it was in 2013, called So Wrong. It was a serious song. Yeah. And it got on Battlegrounds. And it won 2 weeks in a row. I would sit there, people would call my phone like, hey, we hear your song. Like, my friends, of course, nobody knew it was me.
They don't know it's you.
And they was like, yo, you won. Culture? Yeah, it's under Culture. Right. It's under Culture. And it was like, yo, you won. You won the first week. So the next week I won. I lost the third week to some, I don't know, a club banger. Right. But this song was also a more vulnerable part of me or whatever. Right. And to see that it won, that was all I needed, because a lot of people, randoms, were calling in like, number two. Yeah. We want to go number two. So I'm feeling good, right? But I already knew if they would have if some people would have put a face to it, then they wanted to retract their feelings about it. Like, oh, wait a minute, I can't tell you. Nah, like, that's how I know, like, The content is there. I'm not worried about if you can't take me serious, because you got to understand this. God gave me the vision, not you.
I'm just asking you to grow as a listener. That's all.
Exactly.
And that's
like,
the beautiful thing about social media. This is what I love about social media, because now we can paint our own pictures. Because before it was like, if they saw you on TV doing comedy, you're a comedian, I'm not going to quote unquote take you serious. But now I have my own platform to show you each and every piece of my talent. And I think that really helps people with real talent.
And I love the fact that I have receipts to prove it, because a lot of people out there, they will ignore your past, judge your present, and predict your future.
Preach, brother.
All while not knowing a thing about you. So you have a lot of people out there that's like, oh, you, like, even with chess moves, I love the fact that I can address this. Like, a lot of people say, oh, you giving me Drake vibes. That's cool. Or you sound like Drake. You trying to steal Drake's style. You have to understand something. Like, if you wasn't ignoring my past, which I'm not asking you to just go dig some research, you got to know who I am first. But for you to make an opinion or a fact about something, you at least have to know, you know, a little bit about my background. Again, I dropped a whole mixtape. I think it's, I don't know, maybe 9, maybe 8 songs, and they all just bars, no chorus, because that's my style. I like to just talk to people on the track. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to talk about materialistic things because I'm a conscience and I love to like bring about change with certain things, right? So if you go listen to that mixtape, it's a lot more of where chess moves come from, but it was a younger me. So of course I've grown to talk about more things. You know what I'm saying? My conscience is gonna be different. And if people would know that, then they wouldn't be saying what they saying, because a lot of people, oh, you sound like Andre 3000. All I
heard was they compare you to the biggest and best artists in the game.
And that's crazy. And they also, and that's why I don't really listen to the compliments and the negativity, because I've gotten Drake, I've gotten Sci-Hi the Prince, I've gotten Andre 3000. So it's like, make y'all mind up, because to me, them niggas sound like, I can say,
we good.
My fault, you know, my fault. And this is no disrespect to any of those artists, legendary, but on some like confident stuff, I don't sound like them. They sound like me. They was before me. You know what I'm saying? Like, back when I was making No Title Needed, I kind of didn't even, that was when Drake was, you know, he was just now coming out. So I'm like, damn, like, I don't really know who that is. I've been doing this since 12th grade. You know what I'm saying?
But the good part about it is you're going to keep continuing to sound like you. And every time you elevate, that you is going to be for the next elevated people listening. Right now, we kicking it with Emmanuel Hudson, man. We talking about chess moves, which he is making all over the place, man. We're going to move this thing along a little bit, because we got to talk a little bit. Now, you just mentioned that you may be naming this album. Is it going to be an EP, an album? Have you made your mind up yet? You just gonna keep slapping us with songs? We just gotta stay tuned?
To be honest with you, I think that's the best, for me personally, I think that's the best route to go, because learning how the music really affects people when they listen to it, because I heard a great saying that related to me. It says, when you're happy, you sing the lyrics. But when you like going through something, you feel the lyrics.
You feel them.
So I don't want to just really put out something, because this is, like, I love to do music. I'm very in just all my ways, I'm very detailed. Like, all my I's got to be dotted, all the T's got to be crossed for things to make sense. So I'm aware that a lot of the things that I say may go over your head, but
you got to go back and listen to.
You know what I'm saying?
That's okay. He's getting his streams up. He's just chess moves.
It's chess moves, bro. Like, you got to listen to track 1 clearly before you get to track 13, because when you get to track 13,
might reference something
back. Like, and again, like, it's a hit or miss with some people, but when you get it, oh, this guy's a genius.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how I like to think. Period.
I like that you don't use the same words or word play from bar to bar. Like, a successive bar comes, you're not reverting back to that same word just to get it to rhyme. I like, that's creativity,
man.
That's just a different type of creativity within that, and just an appreciation for the craft of music. So for you to be like, I ain't never really thought about really doing music like that. Listen, bro, you're in it now.
Yeah, man. But I'm not gonna say I never thought about it, because again, that has always been my passion. And I don't get to tell a lot of people certain things that happened in my life that like brought me to this point. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not surprised that I'm here, but it is, again, it's overwhelming, because it's like, oh, it's here. You know what I'm saying? Things are happening. Like a quick little story back in college. When I first went to college, I failed all my tests. You know, I got put in remedial classes, but that's I had a headache. Right. I ain't get enough sleep, and you know, by the time I woke up and realized that I was in class with 40-year-olds trying to get their life together,
right,
that's when I knew something wasn't right. So I went to go see my teachers, and I was like, hey, like, I don't know what's going on, but I don't need to be in these classes. And they're like, well, you failed, so you have to go through whatever, right, and we're gonna put you in Saturday class. That's when I lost it. Like, wait a minute now. Like, I'm not doing no Saturday class.
Summer school,
so I ain't gonna lie. I told a little lie to, you know, try to mess my, you know, get my way out of it.
Right.
And what happened was the teacher was like, well, what do you got to do that's so important on Saturdays? And I told him, I was like, well, I travel home on the weekends because I do music. And I like working on my music, and I need those weekends to boom, boom, boom.
Right.
So the teacher was like, okay, well, if that's the truth.
You bring me the songs.
Okay. No, even better. He said, well, spit me something right now. As a matter of fact, he gathered all my teachers from that semester. He brought them in a room. They closed the door, and he said, if what you're saying is true, I need you to spit something right now.
Right.
And a track that I wrote in 12th grade, I spit it. It was literally quiet for like maybe 10 seconds.
That's a long 10 seconds when you got a room full of teachers.
Man, it was after I was done, they were just looking. And one of the teachers said, these remedial classes, I know they like this, but he was like, you better not fail language arts. You better not fail reading. You better not fail none of anything that has anything to do with words, because what you just did right there,
there's no way you're supposed to be in this class.
There's no way you're supposed to be in this class. So we'll let you, like, we'll fit you in it. We'll squeeze you into this class and let you have your weekends free, because that was brilliant. So after that, of course, I was appreciative. I went back to class, and the teacher that was in there, that called all the teachers in there, he went in class and he said, all the students, I need you to put your pens and papers down. He said, take a look at this kid right here. I had no idea what he was getting ready to do. Right. He said, this kid's name is Emmanuel Hudson. He said, get your autographs from him right now, because in 2 to 3 years, this boy's going to be famous.
Who went and got the autographs?
I don't.
They better have them right now.
I just, when he said that in class, I looked at him, I was like, I don't know why you saying that, but I receive it. I appreciate that. I kid you not. 2 or 3 years, here I am. I got kicked out of class. I mean, I got kicked out of school for academic probation, just not taking it serious, like trying to focus on music and things like that. End up getting put out. And that was 2 years later. Now, they want to bring me back as a
honorary graduate. No,
and it was just like,
would be one of those, that's crazy.
Man, it was like for him to see that, and we're not gonna get into all of that, but I've been getting that done to me my whole life.
Full circle.
Even when it comes to acting, my mom used to be in church, the drama team at church.
Gotcha.
And me being, I think it was like maybe 9. Her teacher came and he saw me in the pews. I guess I was just playing by myself or whatever. Right. He went to my mom and said, "Hey, keep your eye on that. Is that your son? Keep your eye on him. He
can see the creativity.
He's gonna be somebody." And my mom didn't tell me this until all this stuff started coming in.
That's called charismatic authority. My pop say it all the time. He was like, certain people could walk into a room and they're there, but the other thing is when they leave, you feel it. And I think that's what people been seeing with you your whole life. And now it's just, you have such a big stage and different platforms that they're able to really appreciate what you bring to the table. Because there's not a lot of people that can do that.
Man, I'm telling you, man, like, it's literally almost scary. My mom literally took me out of a high school to pursue acting because the teacher that was at, my drama teacher at one school, she had to leave. She got an upgrade. So she went to go teach at another school. And she literally reached out to my mom and was like, I don't think your son should waste his talents in this high school. Now, when they came to me with the plan, like, yeah, we're going to get ready to move you to this. First of all, it was a predominantly white school.
I'm not moving away.
I'm like, Mama, I'm not. But who am I to tell my mama? She had all the control. I'm like, Mama, I'm not going nowhere. My girlfriend here, all my friends here, there's no point of you.
You don't understand what's supposed to be going on sometimes.
My mama said, man, come on. You leaving. She took me out to school. And what happened was I was supposed to go to this school over in Fayetteville, but I need a special request because we didn't live in the right zone. Right. So they put me in a temporary school, which was Fayette County High School. And she was like, okay, the process is going to take about a week. We just got to get special permission, then you'll be over at the school. Right. So that's what I'm waiting on. Process failed. It didn't happen. So I was like, okay, well, hey, Mom, can I go back to my old school?
Right.
She said, nah, that's too much paperwork. You're just going to stay in this brand new school. Wait a minute. So I leave all my friends and my girlfriend for a purpose over here.
But I
end up here. You're not taking me over there, and you're not letting me go back. Like, what is up with you? What's wrong with you, Mom? She was like, hey, deal with it.
Right.
So that's exactly what I did. I end up, it was either football practice or drama class. I fell in love with acting, so I decided to go for drama. I end up being the lead role in 99% of the plays that we did at that school. And the crazy thing about that is, this is my senior year. Crazy thing about that is, my ex at the time, her father came to see one of the plays. After he saw it, I got on stage. He had an autographed pen and pencil. Wow. It was specifically, of course, made for me. It had my name engraved into it. And he said, hey, after what I just said, I don't even know if he just got it and ended up there. I don't know if it was after whatever, but I know he gave me the gift and was like, you're going to use these one day. And I got your name engraved on them. These are going to be your autograph pen and pencil. Wow. And this is me just like, I'm trying to go to college. Right. I don't know what you talking about.
Right.
And I still got the pen and pencil today. Sitting in my spot.
College class that time. Right now,
bro. And it's like, but I'm not thinking. That's why I'm saying, like, to go back to what you said.
Because you humble, you able to stay in the moment, which is great. Because a lot of artists can't do that.
To go back to what you said earlier, you was just like, like doing comedy and that's why I don't take people like saying, oh, I can't take you serious, because I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna drop whatever I think that you guys deserve, like, I'm not gonna give you what you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you what I want to give you, because there's 7 billion people on this earth. Probably 3 billion out of 7 billion can understand English. I only need 1% of 7 billion to support what I got going on.
That's all you need. I just need that 1% to listen to this.
You know what I'm saying?
You popping.
Yeah, man. So that's what it is.
All right, man. We gonna move on to a little thing called Fast Five. This is where I ask you 5 questions. You answer them fast as you can. You quick on your toes anyway, and it's not gonna be nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the first question of this Fast Five, if you had to pick between only doing one thing, which I know this is gonna be tough, is it gonna be comedy or music? Which would it be?
You should have been last. Comedy and music. Both.
Right, he cheated. No problem. Let's move to the next.
Is that cheating?
When yeah, that's definitely cheating. You got to pick one.
I got to pick one?
You got to pick one.
Okay, Cusick.
There you go. Favorite gas station snack?
Oh God. Zowers.
I've never even had those.
It's the sour, like Mike and Ike's, the Zowers.
See, he cheating again because you picking stuff that's mixed up. It's all good. I like this one. This is my best one yet. All right, listen. If you had to pick a Rat Pack of comedy, that means of people that you would like to co-star with, 5 people. So including you, and then 4 other people. They don't have to be comedy. Just a Rat Pack of people that you would pick to be in any movie. Like, they just give you full range of cast. Who would you pick?
Steve Carell. Tommy Davidson.
Okay.
Shoot.
I like where this is going. I would buy this movie already.
Oh man, who is some of my? I just had to throw him in there because just off of that show alone. I don't know his real name, but he played Dwight in The Office. And so does Steve Carell.
Yeah, they both. Yep.
So how many days? That's 3.
So you're a good casting agent.
That's
too.
3.
It's 3. Yeah,
that's 3.
You got 2 both.
Of course, Denzel. Of course, that's just
you gotta get Denzel.
That's a classic. Right. It is what it is, because I just like the way he acts. Period. And it's an upcoming actor. I don't know his name. I just I seen him in a few projects. Okay. But there's a movie on Netflix called All Day and Night. Okay. Right. And the main character, he's a young black male, and I forgot his name.
Is it the dude from the Wu-Tang series? Is it him?
No, not. Okay. I know you talk. Not Shameik. Okay. Not Shameik Moore. Gotcha. I forgot. But if you go on Netflix All Day and Night, and I choose that character because me personally, like, he can really like I don't know if it was that role, but I like working with genuine people and not a star. You know what I mean? Person with a name. Right. And all those people I named, they can literally act, but if you never knew who they were, they would share that part, and that's why I chose them, not because of
I feel you.
The fame.
I definitely feel you on that one. So I got to name one of each of these categories. All right, your favorite musician, comedian, influencer, and actor.
Is it influencer and Favorite musician, as in
any
artist
genre
or
of music,
person that
anybody,
musician.
any artist, anything. First person that pops up in your mind.
Sheesh. My favorite musician. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Buck.
I literally don't have a favorite.
There you go.
I don't have a favorite because I'm influenced by like
many,
you.
yeah.
Even with you not knowing, you're influenced by the
All right,
greats.
so I'm gonna ask you this: who was the first musician or artist, rapper, R&B singer, whatever that you heard that made you like music?
And who are you?
I'm trying to stump you on these questions. No, I was just playing.
The person that.
Cause I know for me, the first song that I heard that I really just fell in love with music, I know mine. Cause I was like, oh, I want to do that.
Oh my God, dude, you asking me to bring back stuff from 3 years old. I don't. I couldn't just because I remember it. Just because I remembered them. I would have to go with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
There you go. I
have to go with Bone Thugs.
Very close to mine.
I have to go with Bone Thugs, man. I literally would print out their lyrics and go to school, and it'll be only a select few of students that can like do the fast part.
Right.
I'm like, y'all can do that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like I don't know. It's just crazy. So Bone Thugs and Harmony, definitely.
Dope. Comedian. If you could go to comedian, who's your go-to comedian?
Oh man, Martin.
There you go. Okay.
Martin Lawrence all day.
Who is somebody you check for, like on social media, influencer wise? It's like,
if I have to be completely honest, Philip Hudson, my little brother, and it has nothing to do with.
I know why, because I follow him too and watch his stuff.
Man, the stuff he just be coming up with, it's like that's organically, genuinely a funny dude.
Yeah, and
it has nothing to do with us being brothers.
It's just a bonus, really,
bruh. His mind is, he's stupid.
in the most positive way possible.
In the most positive way ever. He's stupid.
All right, if you had any superpower, what would it be and why? Fly, be invisible, be the strongest man in the world, X-ray vision, any of that.
To have a permanent haircut.
Okay, yeah, that's the dope. I mean, you can always be fresh.
Permanent haircut, like you ain't got it. Like hairline always straight, beard always connected. Like you just wake up ugly fine.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, then we're gonna have to invent that.
Top superhero.
I think that would be like he's definitely be a black superhero to pick that. I like that. All right, man. Last question: if you could go back to 2009, right before everything really popped off for you, what would you say to E. Hudson, young E. Hudson, right now?
This man here, and he's what I would say to the young E. Hudson. Don't change. I haven't changed. I haven't changed yet. Yeah. I haven't changed yet. Don't change. Literally, those are my 2 words. Hey, don't change.
Got you, man. It's okay to grow, not okay to change. I get it, especially when you deal with the character spectrum. I know what he's talking about. Hey,
Hold on now. Can you say that again?
It's okay to grow, but not change.
What?
Yes, sir. I get it. I definitely get it.
Bro, I actually got a bar that says, and when you start making big dollars, we still don't want to see change. And when you start breaking big dollars, we still don't want to see change.
See, that's why we're going to have to go ahead and get that album, man. Make sure you go ahead and stream my boy's project, Chess Moves. For all the 14 people around the globe who aren't following you on Instagram, make sure you get them at
Emmanuel Hudson. All across the board. All of the Twitter and Instagram is at Emmanuel Hudson, man.
All right, and tell them to fix your IMDb, man. They got to put all your credits on there.
Oh, man. It's so much going. And that's another thing, bro. Like, my mind, the way it works, we literally just spit out what we can and move on.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, this may be super unprofessional, but I literally just do what I do.
Mm-hmm. And
just let it, like, I don't know. I've probably been in 1,000 movies on my IMDb. I have no idea.
Hire somebody to do that, just that.
Oh, man.
Because you're going to need a whole team for that.
Facts.
Emmanuel Hudson, your boy Reec Swiney, DJs Radio, we gone.
Thank you, man.